Oh boy, hey there, hello, welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald Legacy. You can just call me Stent. Admittedly, I wasn't entirely certain as to what I was going to do this time around, so I just figured, may as well have a look at the battlefront here. I'm starting to think maybe when it comes to these Pokemon streams, I probably shouldn't really go into the post-game all that much. I'll probably just keep that to myself and all perfectly honest. I guess there is one certain super boss from the vanilla game I can test out, but I think aside from that, I'm starting to feel as though the amount of stuff I can probably get out of this game is kind of limited, if I'm going to be brutally honest. And I've definitely enjoyed it. You can probably tell as well, not exactly feeling 100%, just being quite tired throughout most of the day, so that might hamper my gameplay. Just figured we'd start off, not quite in the Battle Frontier, but there was one particular gym rematch I forgot to do last time, so we may as well do it now. That looks familiar. That particular figure looking decidedly more bit-crushed, if I do say so myself. Not sure exactly what's going on with this sprite here. I don't think it looked quite like that originally. Maybe I'm just forgetting things. No matter. Ah, this gym has returned to its usual sense of serenity. Yet here comes our young typhoon ready to stir its waters anew. Well, my friend, most certainly. I shall be delighted to dance with you as often as you wish. Yep. Making his return. From Vanilla Emerald, we have Hoenn here instead of Wallace. I wonder where Wallace could have possibly gone. Not entirely certain this is really the best start, but we do have the best electric type in the game, so we should be mostly alright. Ooh, maybe Salamence. You know, I'm probably just going to go into Sceptile at this point. Probably not the wisest choice, but ah well. Just watch as they throw every single ice beam in my direction. But you know they were gonna do it. I did have a Salamence on the field. Alright, I'm waiting for that ice beam. Oh, it's the Quag! The Quag is... Yep, there's the ice beam. I could predict that from a mile away. Oh, wonderful. Right off the bat with these antics. Best I can really hope to do is try to break out and Leaf Blade the Quag, though I think Sceptile is mostly out of the fight at this point. Probably should have just prioritized Gorbis. Well, I wasn't confident I'd be able to one-shot it, unfortunately, so that's on me. I've also done a little bit of grinding off-stream, not, Oh, there's the annoying Kingdra out already. I wouldn't have thought you'd bring him out so soon, Hoenn. I thought you'd have him in the back, ready to make my life a living nightmare. In your own time, Sceptile, I'm just gonna focus on burn... Yep, there's the double team. Right off the bat. I shouldn't be surprised, it is probably Swift Swim. Swift Swim, Chesto Resto. Oh, Yawn as well, wonderful. I think Salamence might... Yeah, I'm just gonna try Salamence. It might not be that good because of Ice Beam, but at the same time, it does have Dragon Claw, so it will do good damage against Kingdra, hopefully. It's my best shot. You know, in between all the evasion... I have seen, actually, various bits of other fights against Hoenn and his Kingdra would just go on forever because it just keeps spamming rest and never dying. Yeah, it's gonna be a miracle hitting for all of that. Sceptile, in your own time, please. I mean, this isn't the end of the world or anything. I could just, in theory, just keep spamming switching back between God of War installments and just spamming Intimidate. No, I want to keep Sceptile in. You know, hopefully someone will get a hit off eventually, and then it's gaming time. It's back time. I mean, granted, I never tended to have an issue with Hoenn, mostly just because I brought Rayquaza normally. Come on, God. How many double teams do you... Oh, wait, yeah, you probably need all those double teams. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a Bright Powder as well. Because Hoenn is the sort of person who'd go for maximum evasion. I mean, I can't exactly fault him for it, it's just annoying game design. Oh, I could actually two-shot him as God of War, who would have thought? And yep, just constantly spamming rain. I can't help but wonder just how quick this fight would have gone if Sceptile wasn't frozen. Oh, there's... Now you decide to just come out with the ice beams. Yes! Goodbye, Quagsire. I know that Sceptile probably isn't going to survive the next round, but... A wall rain. I'm thinking that... Oh! Hey, everything's finally coming up stent. Goodbye, Kingdra. You will not be missed. It just leaves... Oh, good old Relicanth. I don't... Maybe Relicanth has Swift Swim? I'm gonna risk it. Let's see. Does Relicanth have Swift Swim? It doesn't. I mean, it normally carries Rocket. I just, for some reason, remember Relicanth running Swift Swim for some reason. Well, there goes Relicanth, at the very least, and... Let's see if Sceptile actually survives this turn. It'll be amazing if I manage to get through this with absolutely 0 KOs on my side. Nah. Too wishful thinking there. Sorry, Sceptile. Actually, let me just see Azumarill real quick. You know what? I just remembered I actually swapped out Azumarill's moveset, so... May as well just come in with a superpower. Let's see... Ooh, leftovers. You actually have something decent on you. Who would have thunk it? I mean, all of these gym leader movesets are generally quite good, just... Actually seeing it in this context is kind of wild to me, not gonna lie. There he goes. Ha 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 ha, you are the winner. You have defeated me. Ah, splendid, since your performance was nothing short of memorizing. To honor this remarkable battle, I shall bestow upon you a rare item, one that is very close to my heart. And of course he gives you a dragon scale. This dragon's tail embodies the majesty and power of dragons, much like the Kingdra that I have trained with care. May it serve you well on your journey. Heck yeah. And I think we'll just head outside real quick, because I want to check something. Because I think, considering Hoenn, I think was the last of the gym rematches. POKéNAV. Match call. Okay, I was wrong. I think maybe in order to re-trigger all the rematches, I may have to refight the Elite Four again, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, let's go to Lily Cove, since that's closest. Because it's time for the big event. I'm not entirely certain as to whether this will be... I'll probably do a lot of this off-stream if there's not really much interest in it. Just... I'm thinking it's high time this series is sort of worn out as well, and I kind of want to move on to something else, admittedly. I was just thinking, the main thing is, there is a notable reward for catching every single Pokemon in the game. I'm not sure you want to sit here and just watch me try and catch everything. Oh, hey, Denpick. Time to go to the battle frontier. At long last, the main feature of Emerald. Heck, I still remember to this day the one commercial about this game, which mostly just featured the battle frontier. They made this huge deal out of it, and then with Oras, they just refused to bring it back. That's Masuda for you. The battle frontier. I've long dreamt of a place like it. Indeed, I could almost consider it a second home, weirdly enough. Is it your first time here? Please step this way. The front lines of Pokemon battling. Welcome to the battle frontier. For a first-time visitor, we issue the Frontier Pass. It's for use at all the facilities in the battle frontier. Here you are. Hey. Okay, but does it hold a candle to battle dimension? I don't think there's as much filler in it. Well, if this isn't Stent, you came out here. Oh, Mr. Scott, sir. Good day to you, sir. There he is. Looking notably more healthy compared to the artwork. It's great to see you here, it really is. I hope you'll take your time and explore everywhere. Naturally, I hope you'll also experience the pure essence of battling. I also have my quarters here, so feel free to visit if you have time. How's the day been? Tiring, admittedly. I think I've been playing a little too much Mario 64. I think I'm due for a break on that front. I'm also just trying to figure out what I'm going to play next in my off time. Yeah, I think we all know how this works. Ah, here we are. In the glorious battle frontier. Oh, look at this. It's a little Eevee. What are you doing here? Defense is the best offense, I say. Let's toughen it together. Block my... Oh. I see. Level 5 Silcoons. I think I know what this is. I think this is, I heard mentioned somewhere that they added in proper means for EV training. I think this is it. Kind of funny though, not gonna lie. Just a whole bunch of level 5 Silcoons and Cascoons. I mean, obviously Salamence doesn't really need defense unless for some reason I'm wanting to pay homage to its Mega form, but... yeah, just another... I guess it's just here so Pokemon are larger than they may appear. I suppose it is kind of clever that way. They all have... There's going to be trainers, I think, dotted all throughout the battle frontier, all of which have EVs, so... as to denote their EV training. Get it? It's funny. It's funny. This is a clever joke. This is a clever meta joke. Do you get it? Do you get it? I think you might be able to refight all these cold trainer, and of course, an EV to cap off. Adorable. You're as solid as a rock. That was some great training. You sure talk tough, but you can use more training. I will admit that's kind of adorable. The only person here for some reason would choose fishing over battling. Yep, you can't catch anything here, unfortunately. Oh, and... I guess it makes sense. Just, I'll probably have to look up what all these do. What all these trainers specialize in, because I'm guessing Umbreon is special defense. Vaporeon is probably health. Jolteon is probably speed. Yeah, this one is probably speed. Flareon is probably attack. Espeon, special attack. It seems to make sense, at least in my book. Yeah, there's Espeon. Meaning somewhere down here, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Booster. think first and foremost, though, I kind of want to... Yeah, there's Vaporeon. Did you know? Did you know, fellas? You have good eyesight. There's an odd tree past here, and my tired eyes, it tends to wiggle. Yeah, I think we're gonna handle Sudowoodo here first. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I think this I'm gonna need to lead Slacking. Hopefully at the very least it'll be an easier time catching this than Jirachi has been. I mean, considering catch rates and all that, I can only imagine it is the case. Alright. Let's break out the Wilmerpale. You know how this goes if you played the Gen 2 games. Where is my Wilmerpale? Here it is. I'm gonna wiggle at you angrily. It doesn't seem to like the Wilmerpale. Well, we got the very least, this is gonna be easy to catch the Mirror B Sudowoodo. That's gonna be interesting when I eventually get around to playing Coliseum again. Having to try and catch a Sudowoodo whilst all the meantime trying to avoid getting mulched by like 4 Ludicolo's. Very well done, Slacking. I know I can count on you to ruin all my plans with how powerful you are. You're not yet. That's not till I do Mystery Dungeon again. Not entirely certain as to how much I'm gonna do of Mystery Dungeon, admittedly, because I kind of went through most, if not all of it. I'm not sure I want to do Purity Forest again, at the very least, or Wish Cave. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because, from what I recall, the main story of Mystery Dungeon DX is kind of short. May end up just going and doing Explorers instead, who knows. I'll probably put a poll out on that front. Alright, try not to crit this time. Thank you! It's kind of crazy that so many Rock-type Pokemon, at least in regular Emerald, just didn't carry Rock Slide. It's like if you wanted a semi-decent rock move in this game, you had to do an entire replay of Fire Red or Leaf Green, or just grind up battle points to the absolute extreme here. I'm guessing at the very least, here at the very least, getting Rock Slide is a fair bit easier because of retrainable, reusable move tutors. So you can basically teach anything, any of the move tutors as soon as you beat the game. So I could potentially go back and teach something else Explosion if I wanted. Like the Sudowoodo, for instance. I'm pretty sure it learns Explosion. If not, then it should. Because exploding trees are funny. I can't remember if there are actually any wild Pokemon in the waters here. I know for a fact that you're supposed to go down here and into the Funny Cave. The Artisan Cave. Kind of crazy that they just have this whole massive area just for Smeargles. I mean, Smeargle is a Pokemon. That's the best way I could put it. Just, it's like lore-wise, I definitely like Smeargle. I just can't help but feel that a lot of my experience with Smeargle has just sort of been besmirched by its reputation in the competitive scene. Just spamming Dark Void. That's what I know it most for. There we go, we got ourselves a Smeargle. Smeargle marks its territory using a fluid that leaks out the tip of its tail. About 5,000 different marks left behind this Pokemon have been found. Into the PC with you. Would be kind of wild if there were just something else in here, but I think it is all Smeargles. And I guess it must be the easiest shiny hunt in the world. In my occupation, I should probably make a Smeargle. Honestly, in hindsight, I'm kind of surprised you haven't. Guessing the Raichu was a bit too tempting to go with. Not something that's ever really crossed my mind until now. Well, you know what to do if you really want to get yourself a Smeargle character. Because I know there are a whole bunch of Pokemon characters you wanted to get around to drawing eventually. Smeargle is also kind of weird because I think... I might be wrong, but I think its shiny is sort of reversed from how it originally looked in Gen 2, where... In Gen 2, I think it had a red tail tip, but here it's green. And I think the shiny is the red tail tip. Could be wrong. Just going off of... Who is that? That's a new thing, I think. Oh, there are actually items in here. HP ups. Seems like there might be something important here. A zinc. Kinda weird just to find bottles of vitamins hidden in rocks in hindsight. I mean, I kinda get it in the context of something like Gen 1. But I feel especially in the more recent games, this is kind of something that seems off to me. Who are you, sir? I'm the egg move artist. I study moves with an analysis eyes, and I sketch them like a Smeargle, and I teach those meant for newborns. I can give an egg move to your Pokemon if you like. All for 1 heart scale. I'm crafting my next masterpiece. Oh, that's pretty cool. I suppose that... Honestly... I feel at this point the only thing this really needs is some way of changing your Pokemon's natures and IVs, because I feel in terms of actually raising up a competitive Pokemon team, pretty much everything is here. Again, just the whole thought that having a Showdown-esque Pokemon customizer as a Pokédex completion reward just still stands out as a fairly logical thing. At least that's me thinking, just getting sick and tired of having to pay to win in order to get Pokemon with a decent moveset for this game. Ranking hole, I don't think there's anything necessarily in here. I suppose there's no harm in checking around. I do quite like the floor detailing here, it really looks like marble. Is there anyone who listens? No, is that right? If you don't have friends... I don't have any friends who play this game, alright? Don't judge me. I suppose in terms of what challenges I am going to do first, I think it only makes sense given the team we have to check out the Battle Factory. Honestly, I'm more sort of inclined to just look around here a little bit more, see what we can find. Yep, just trading all your battle points for more plush dolls. Here's where you get your rewards. What are you staring at my plush doll right there? Yeah, I think this is where we get all the National Dex plushies. Generally just National Dex stuff, so... Smoochum, Togepi, Mouth, Clefairy, Ditto, the Johto starters. They seem less expensive than I remember. Literally just gonna go fighting tooth and nail in order to get... This is like the most messed up fairground attraction I've ever seen. Obviously you got Lapras and Snorlax, Venusaur, Charizard, the Blast. Now that's also pretty neat. You could just get all the EV decreasing berries here for pretty low prices. Don't come here during Christmas time. I can't help but imagine Black Friday in here. It must just be a Pokemon Battle Royale. Some of these selected Turboman dolls. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just being able to get rare candies in here as well. It's nice. It just seems logical to have stuff like this. You got two! Oh, I'm so happy that I decided to just bring in the Arnold voice. Give you more and more battle points. Yeah, I still kind of wish there was a means of changing a Pokemon's nature and IVs here. Just so you can properly get yourself a right and proper battle-ready team here. No good. Oh, I think that these here are knowledge, strategy, luck, guts, spirit, bravery, and ability. Pokemon, what is that? I'm not entirely certain if we're going to be facing any of the Frontier Brains here. Just kind of want to have a look around here first, see what we can find. It's been a while. Little lady said she can understand Pokemon. Ah yes, this is... plays at the Red House a lot. Ah yes, this is dictating how your Pokemon act during the Battle Palace. I think, to say the least, they got rid of that chance that your Pokemon just does nothing for a turn, so Battle Palace should at the very least be a lot less stressful. It likes to look after us, but he gets in a faster, easy will hit back. Ah, okay. So uses defensive moves, but at low health switches to all-out attacks by the looks of it. Or at the very least prefers to do them, in this case. At least I'm hoping we're getting it's the case that we don't get it's incapable of using its power, because that was the most annoying thing throughout the entire game. Alright, let's finally go to the Battle Factory. I think. Remember the big scary guy? He said, I'll lend you Pokemon. Ah yes, just renting Pokemon. What are exactly the moral implications of this, I gotta wonder. Because I've been going, you need to check your opponents. Pokemon doing this. Blah, blah, blah. I kind of want to go into doubles in this one. Welcome to the Battle Factory. Battle Swap Doubles. We take the double tournament. We'll go open level. And we'll just see how we do. Because I think the Battle Factory is generally the most accessible of the Frontiers right off the bat. Mostly because it's not your Pokemon you're using. And we'll take a little investigation in your opponent. One has no clear favorites when it comes to type. Favorite battle seems to depend on the battles for... Well, that helps. Well, this ain't never coming back. Yeah, I really hate the fact that they got rid of it, by the way. Like, you'd think at the very least the Battle Factory would stick around. You know, just rental Pokemon. I think there was something similar to it sometime in, Gen 7. At least I remember something like that. Anyways, let's have a look what we got here. This time, you can actually check the EVs and IVs. Obviously pretty low IVs, but pretty much maximum in what you'd want it to be. That's a pretty good Ninetales. Stantler mostly seems to just be, well, it says mixed. It has Intimidate at the very least. Treating Pokemon like tools is a no-go. Yep. You gotta wonder. Good old Golduck. Cross Chop. Executor, that's gonna be... I can imagine that being pretty fun to pair with Ninetales. And, ooh. I think I see the way forward here. I think I see the way forward. Let's just have a look at Walrein. White Nature. Just Hail User. I'm thinking we go... Stantler, Rapidash, Executor, and Ninetales. Oh, wait. Wait. I think I made a grievous error. You select, so we're gonna go Executor, Rapidash, and Ninetales. I figure at the very least having Endure alongside Explosion seems like a good idea. Alright, here we go. Let's see how bad we do. I am a genius! And of course we get the official Battle Frontier logo at the start of every fight now. Part of me kind of wishes they kept the Battle Frontier around, is that mostly just because of the branding. It seems so official, in a, for lack of a better word. Let's go Double Edge. Of course, Rapidash is the faster of the two. Wow, that Espeon is surprisingly bulky. Oh, you're gonna do... You're the one who's doing the setup strats, aren't you? Well, thanks for doing what I was planning on doing, game. Okay. Well, I know what I'm gonna do now. Honestly, this team is like... It's like this team was like... Custom made. Oh, hey, Glalie. Oh, he's going for double intimidate. Oh, right. Let's hope this still works. I mean, surely it would have to work, right? Just explosion just is a one-hit KO most of the time, all of the time. Obviously, going for POKéMON. And Glalie, I don't think Glalie should be able to withstand... You're kidding me. You are kidding me, game. Alright, fine. We'll do this your way. And of course, POKéMON goes out. This is gonna be quite awkward because of the accuracy boost. The accuracy drop, I mean. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing the same thing, right, okay. I'm afraid you're gonna have to die now. Here's counting on you, Rapidash. There you go. Send him on his way. Yes. Honestly, I'm kind of happy to stick with this team for the time being. It seems pretty good. Goodbye. Honestly, that accuracy drop didn't seem to do much. Especially considering I'm using Fire Blast. I am not a genius in battle. Ah yes, here we get the classic convention of just using random words to string together a sentence before and after each battle. Yeah, let's keep going. No clear favorites. Free-spirited and unrestrained. Oh, you're gonna have to sacrifice it for... No thanks, I'm fine with what I got. Honestly, it just seems like I hit the jackpot right off the bat. Victory will come to me. Yeah, I suppose we'll just have to see as to whether my prediction holds true. Kinda weird that they just let people in nothing but a Speedo and a swimming cap. Again with the... Again with the Intimidators. Honestly, I kind of feel compelled to just do this right off the bat. Oh, we had the same idea. Oh. Sorry, Tauros. Poor Tauros doesn't even get to do anything this turn, I think. Yeah, Electrode unfortunately survives. I'm guessing it's also going for Patea strats. Seems kind of weird this not being 4v4, though. Oh, you're kidding me. So I was gonna say, I'm more used to these doubles formats being 4v4 rather than still 3v3. Wow, you just go... Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's kind of worrying. Alright, let's see what you got. Are you also going Patea? Yeah, you're also going Patea. I want to secure your downfall first, so bye-bye. Bye-bye. Nobody gets to go this turn except for me. Oh, that's gonna be awkward. I didn't account for the Slow King. I think this might be... We might have immediately just gone into a loss, unfortunately. That's kind of a shame. Will-o-wisp. I think I'm kind of screwed against this Slow King. Yep. That's what I thought. We'll try that again. No, we don't want to record that. That's embarrassing. That's the sort of thing you put on a cringe compilation. Alright, we'll just try this again. Alright, what do we got this time? We got Meganium. Said it's already... Shoot, I forgot. I'm gonna have to delete the stream. Okay, so we got Meganium, Executor again, Gardevoir, Blastoise, Clefable, and Ninetales again. Let's just go for all of them, see what we got. We got Calm with mostly Sun strats again. Mostly just going for tanky build. We got Executor again, who's the same. Oh, it's maximum in terms of its defenses. That's pretty interesting. And Quick Claw as well. Gardevoir. Well, that's pretty interesting, having its EVs just equally spread like that. And then... Oh, that's pretty interesting, going Recycle. Obviously, we've got Blastoise. We got the Blast. Hydro Pump, Rain Dance. Obviously, we got Clefable. With Follow Me strats. Probably going to be pretty good for this. And Ninetales again. So, kind of want to bring Clefable. Not sure what else, though. Probably... You know what? We'll go Clefable. We'll go Gardevoir just to see what happens. Then we'll go with the Blast. Give me the Blast. Let's pretend I am an adult. Are you even old enough to be here, child? What exactly is the age that you need to be in order to participate in the battle frontier? Because I am not 100% certain. Unfortunately, I don't have a setup sweeper on me, so I'm just gonna have to go more support-based. Let's see if we can get rid of that Feraligatr for the time being. Hypnosis. I could have sworn that Magical Leaf was a spread move. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what, let's go double team and let's get rid of Feraligatr. Let's just say goodbye to Feraligatr. I like that Feraligatr's name was a victim of character limits. I think it would be even worse were it that were we to get more accurate Pokemon names. Honestly, that's some... Already you're awake, wow. Honestly, that's sort of something I'm considering whenever I do Yellow Legacy, just renaming all the Pokemon to better resemble their original Japanese names. Nice. I kind of feel nervous about using Metronome, honestly. Because you never know what'll happen. Example, if you have... I think I'll have to actually go in and actually look at some of the Pokemon names, because I think there used to be a fair few long ones in there. Let me just have a look. It's the most entertaining part of the Pokemon stream, going off and just trying to find names of different types of Pokemon. We'll just go with the the Kanto one for the time being. If it'll load. Thanks a bunch, Clefable. Yeah, we'll just try a Seismic Toss real quick. Should be enough to get rid of Feraligatr. That missed a mime, though. I wouldn't... Crazy thing is I recently saw a video with regards to whether you could complete Fire Red and Leaf Green without engaging in any wild encounters, and weirdly enough, Mr. Mime was just one of the one Pokemon that you could obtain which just put in the most work possible. Oh hey, Machamp! I think Clefable is kind of hosed. Kind of a shame which that Gardevoir went down so quickly. Would have been really useful against this Machamp. You know what? Sacrifice. Let's... Oh, that was the stupidest thing I could have possibly done. It's fine though, because nothing happened. Clefable didn't die in vain. We'll try that again. This time, Hydro Pump. Okay, let's have a look at the old Pokédex. Okay, right off the bat, Bulbasaur, or Fushigidane. I don't think Fushigidane would fit within the naming, within the word limit. It's like that's the first one I click on. It just proves my point immediately. Oh, there's Cross Chop. Then there's Fushigiso. That's Ivysaur. Would you mind loading up Venusaur for us real quick game? Okay, let's see if Hydro Pump will work against Machamp as well. And Fushigibana, that's Venusaur. That's already seems pretty long event for Alligator, especially just in terms of syllables. Obviously we have Charmander, which is because... Ah, Itukage. I could have sworn it was just called Lizard. Maybe that's Charmeleon. Yeah, that's Charmeleon, Lizardo. You say Fushigi and I think of... Think of Orb. Oh, I see. I think. No favorites when it comes to type. One of Endurance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to swap out Gardevoir. Sorry, but I don't think that particular moveset was really doing all that much. Let's have a look. Ah, so I can't actually see what I'm swapping for. Alright, let's just try Machamp. Cross Chop will probably be pretty good as well. So we got Lizardo, which is Charmeleon, then Lizardon, which is Charizard. Have a look at Squirtle. Zenigame, that's seems to be around the world. Then of course we got Camille and Camex, which is a pretty metal title even for Blastoise. Caterpie is the same. Metapod is Tranzel. Ah, this is the worst thing I could have possibly moved into, isn't it? Oh wait, I got Ice Punch. Goodbye, Altaria. I know that it's a special move, but I don't care. I'm gonna punch you in the face. It's a 4 times weakness is a 4 times weakness is a 4 times weakness. Shoot. Oh, oh. Nice save on Clefable's part there, methinks. And an Agua. So that should at the very least still be a 2-hit. Let's actually have a look at Machamp here real quick. See what we got landed with. Hardy Nature. Okay, it's got maximum in health and in attack and special attack, which makes sense. Not the best I could have possibly gone with, but still pretty good given the consequence, given the context. Butterfree is the same. I know that Beedrill is called Spear. Weedle is called Beedle. We got Kakuna, which is just Cocoon. Beedrill, which is just Spear. Pidgey, which is Popo... Pidgeotto is just Pigeon. And Pidgeot is mostly this. I kind of want to just look for these and see if I can find some more interesting ones. Hold on. I'll let you know if I find anything, but right now I'm in the middle of watching my Machamp get absolutely murdered by a Starmie. I'm just gonna see if I can get rid of that Jolteon real quick. I'm not sure this Machamp has guts, where I think we're about to find out. Waterfall? You're not using a Psychic move? What are you doing? Why are you not using Surf? Okay, Spearow is Onisuzume. Onisuzume. That's it. Which I'm pretty sure also just goes over the character limit. Ekans, that's Arbo. Arbok is the same. So Ekans was just made up. Pikachu's obviously the same. Let's have a look. Is right? Yeah, Raichu's the same. Sandshrew is just called Sand. Sandlash is Sandpan. And of course we got the Nidorans. Which I think are actually... yeah, they're pretty much the same in Japanese as well. Also, yeah, I just called them Nidorans. I'm not sure Guts is really gonna do much, but I'm gonna risk a fun. You just wasted your turn, man! Alright, let's see how much a Thunder Punch does. Let's do the Thunder Punch! I can't help but wonder, just old sort of Gen 1 fans and players who grew up with like Magmar and Electabuzz, seeing something like a Machamp use the signature moves of Magmar and Electabuzz. They would have funked it. Like, what do you mean Machamp can use Thunder Punch now? That was supposed to be... Yeah, it's kind of weird, because back in Gen 1, I believe, the punching moves were just specifically reserved for Magmar, Electabuzz, and Jinx. And even then, you probably didn't want to use them outside. You'd rather just use Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunder Punch, or Blizzard, basically. Oh yeah, Clefairy is Pippi. It's Pippi. And Clefable's Pixie. There's Jigglypuff, which is obviously Purin, which I think is a, supposed to be pudding. Let's have a look. Yeah, Wigglytuff is a Pukugarin. Zubat. Let's have a look at Zubat. It's the same. Golbat, also the same. Oddish. Nazonokusa. That's also longer than the character limit, so good luck with that. Let's keep going. Handling psychic types. Yes, I think I want to swap. Machamp's not going to be much good here, I think. Swap. So we have Altaria. I want that Altaria. That Altaria seemed pretty good. Just Sky Attack. Kusai Hana, that's Bloom. And Vileplume is Rufesia, which I think would fit in the character limit. Paras is the same. Parasect, also the same. Venonat. Kongpang. Oh, Metagross, right. Should have seen that coming. I'm gonna Thunder Wave you real quick, because you are a threat. Let's just have a look real quick at Altaria's moves. Let's have a look at what I've been landed with. We've got a Docile, we got Max Attack and Health. And Dragon Claw, Reflect, Refresh, Body Slam. Not too bad, I think. This is probably not the best suited for this situation. I was sincerely hoping that you'd have an Earthquake. Oh, you're using Pursuit as well, trying to bait me out with that. Oh, I can see this fight is going to go on for a bit and a half. Yeah, I can kind of see why, despite being the most accessible, maybe... Oh, what are you switching into? What are you doing to... Oh, it's the shock! That's not a psychic type, it's the shock! Alright, what are you gonna do, Clefable? Well done. Just right here, with all the metronome antics, because of course we gotta get a metronome in there. I'm just gonna body slam. Just gonna hope for paralysis. Yes, it's the shock. The shock is going to run amok. I think I should paralyze that real quick, actually, just so I can not worry about getting rollouted. I mean, it's a shuckle, but it's still rollout. And I know that with funny gimmicks back in like Gen 5, Shuckle became like the most powerful Pokemon in the universe. Well, I'm not expecting that sort of power here. I'm not taking any chances. Actually, since we can't really do much, I'm just gonna use Hoenn's tactics here. You can't hit me if there's nothing to hit. I know this probably won't work, but this must be hell for the opponent team, not being able to hardly do anything. Yeah, there goes the... I'm almost out of Sky Attacks already. I think the last one should be enough to deal with the shock. Oh, yeah, Sky Attack has been reworked to basically just be Flying type Fire Blast. I think I already mentioned that, but it's just quite pertinent now that we're actually using it. What do you mean there's no... Oh. Wait, what? Wait, no. What do you mean there's no PP left? There was one rest right in the tank just fine. This is just the most slowest and painfulest end to a fight I think I've ever seen. Goodbye, Shock. Bring back out the Mr. Mime. I will admit, something I also kind of miss from the later games is an actual stat tracker, so you can actually recall how many double teams you use. I think this is my 5th. I'm just gonna see if I can put some good chip damage onto Mr. Mime. Or not. As the case may be. Alright, it's time for the Blast. Coming back with the Blast. Save us, Blastoise. Yeah, we'll just do Follow Me and Rain Dance. May as well just set up the rain so we can actually hit through Metagross's armor. What's that little defense boost gonna do for you when I'm using Hydro Pumps? I don't actually have a physical attacking move on my side of the field anymore. You saw to that. Now what will you do? There is nothing standing in my way now. Nothing. Aside from you actually being able to withstand a hit. That's annoying. Well, obviously I'm going to want that Metagross going forwards, though I'm not entirely certain as to what else it does. We'll just do some metronoming and give him the Seismic Toss! If Blastoise can survive a Magical Leaf, which... yeah, we should be fine. I will admit, a lot of these move choices are kind of strange, but still weirdly make sense. Oh, actually... Clefairy will finally use an attacking move. It's amazing. I'm gonna do it again, actually. Hydro Pump again. Should be able to take you down with one more. That actually did more damage than the Magical Leaf. Goodbye. I am sorry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry too. Alright, next. 4th match. Apparently skilled in water types. Slow and steady. But yeah, let's swap, let's swap. Let's get rid of Altaria. I know this might probably be a mistake, but I want Metagross. Right this way. I need a hot battle, you say, despite having water types and nothing leading you to having anything that's hot related. That's not a water type. Yeah. Gonna thunder away that Walrein right off the bat, and what is this Pokemon Stadium looking moveset? What have you landed me with, game? Okay, so it's Bandit at the very least, but... what is this? What is this? I mean, I'm gonna go for Metal Claw. It's like probably my best move. Oh, this is a disaster. I mean, I say that. Okay, there's the other water type. Of course it's Lantern. Good old Volt Absorb coming in handy here, so I can't really bring Blastoise out onto the field with that thing there. Unless I do it to swap out and refresh Choice Band. What exactly moves do I have on Metagross still? Let's have a look. I'm gonna go for a double team and... best thing I have is Body Slam, which is kind of sad. Let's just get rid of Walrein. Never mind, we're not getting rid of Walrein. And now I have to... That's like the weakest Surf I've ever seen, I think. Or close to. I'm probably thinking as well that with the hail up, I'm probably not going to be doing that much to Walrein, actually. And we may as well go for a Metronome. See what happens. Spin the wheel. Let's see how little damage I do to Walrein. Yeah, that's about what I'd expect. Oh, that's pretty good. Basically just Steel-type Future Sight. Well, I'm not gonna do much, but it's something. Oh, wonderful. And of course you get to spin off blizzards. Yep, gotta spin the wheel of RNG. Thankfully, no one got frozen this time around. I don't know, whenever they just use their berries like that, I always get the feeling that, oh no, it's... Okay, Walrein in this sense is worse. Because I'm not going to be able to do anything against this one, I think. I think this is as far as we go, Mr. Bond. Oh, well, there goes Metagross. I'm really gonna need to focus fire that Lantern now. I mean, thankfully, regardless of hail, I don't think you need to worry because of Seismic Toss. It's probably just gonna take ages to wear down unless he just happens to whip out Sheer Cold. Yeah, just gonna... Come on, Blastoise! I will say, actually doing a little bit of research, I do have a better idea as to where the locations of some legendaries are. I'm just thinking, I'm not entirely certain as to whether actually trying to do a 100% stream was probably the best idea. Oh, get a load of that. What do you think of that? It barely did anything. Come on, Blastoise, it's all down to you. Yeah, I think we're kind of hosed here, and I think, given the time, I kind of want to have a look at some more facilities, if that's alright. So yeah, I know what I'm beaten. I know what I'm beaten. I don't think there's any way that Blastoise is going to be able to claw it back from here. Again, I really do wish that there was the option for 4v4. It just seems... This 3v3 doubles just seems weird. Yeah. Because I don't think we're really getting anywhere with that. Maybe singles would be better for rentals, but I kind of wanted to show off some more doubles because they changed it so you can actually use your... you can actually encounter the Frontier Brains during doubles. I'm thinking, you know what? Let's try out the Battle Dome. I like the Battle Dome. Okay, so obviously we have all these, and I remember me saying that I wish there was more stuff here so you could actually get a battle-ready team. Here's one that I made earlier. And yeah, just so that there's no bones about it, yes, this was a, there was some jiggery pokery involved with this particular team. I'm not going to make any bones about it because of a little workaround that I've noticed. The mod makers for this have recommended against modifying your save file using stuff like PK hacks, mostly just because it messes with other data within the game, but you can still trade with regular copies of Pokemon Emerald, so I just traded over some random Pokemon from here, put them into my regular old cartridge of Emerald, and through various bits of jiggery pokery, managed to make the team we have standing here before me. I'm hoping at the very least this will do good. I mostly just picked this up from Smogon. Mostly just in terms of what this particular set does. But first things first, let's actually see how it does in doubles, because that's where it works best. Open level... Still free Pokemon though, so we're gonna go Marowak, we're gonna go Gyarados, and... I'm thinking Starmie. Just to see what happens. As these are, I suppose aside from Marowak, these are technically Pokemon you could get in regular Emerald under normal circumstances. I know that this is probably bringing shames to my name as a Pokemon trainer, but I figured it was the only real way for me to actually be able to do stuff in the Battle Frontier. Next opponent is this. This just seems sad. It's like here I got this uber hyped up team, and I'm going up against a guy who's just got dinky little... He's just got unevolved starters. occasionally uses a very rare move. Ooh. I always found it quite interesting to see what it said about my particular strategies here. Alright. Let's go. Oh, you're only allowed to use 2. It's kind of a shame then, because I'm always going to probably be using Marowak and Gyarados. I mean, it's the bright new hope. I mean, it's probably not going to be doing good because I'm going up against water types, but I think I have ways around that. Okay, just going with Seal and Totodile, because of course I probably should have gone with a level 50 because I figured it's not going to be all that fair if I'm going to be going for this with level 100 hacked Pokemon, so I figured I may as well just make things interesting and have this team's just handicapped at level 50. I'm thinking Icy Wind. Never mind, I guess we're just doomed to suffer. The main thing is I wasn't entirely certain as to whether the Frontier Brains actually appeared in the level 50 version, so I guess that's my own lookout. Times New... Yes! Times New Roman. The joke here is I was trying to think because he's a skeleton. I wanted a name that fits alongside the likes of Sans and Papyrus. He still one-shots them anyway, despite them being 10 levels higher. Yeah, I think I'm gonna back out and go for the level 50 version. I'm not sure whether the Frontier Brain will appear at level 50, but it's worth finding out, methinks. No, no, no. You know, I'm thinking because this is only free, we'll do level 50. I'm thinking maybe Gengar would probably be good for this. Let's have a look at Gengar real quick. I wasn't entirely certain what to do with this one because, of course, Ghost types do special damage here, but I wasn't entirely certain as to what exactly the best moveset for alongside Shadow Ball would be, so I just went with the Bolt Beam because it seemed like a safe bet still. Plus, obviously, Explosion. I think I just generally levitate an Explosion is probably just going to be good to put it alongside Marowak. It's going to be funny as heck just opening up with Explosion on turn 1. Oh, that's even better. Let's have a look at what it says now. We're willing to risk total disaster at times. That's probably just an indication that, yes, I'm about to use Explosion. Skill living during long battles. Okay. So it's mostly focused on bulk. It's gonna be quite funny then when I just open up with the taunt. The bright new hope. What is that? Oh, that's just Gengar. Sorry, just big ball of ghosty gas. The big ball of gas. Now here's the main question. Who's more likely to use a status move? I'm gonna say Lileep. I'm hearing that guitar man, I'm expecting to hear Mega Man X1. Yeah, I can kind of... Yeah, I do kind of get that. Oh, you're just using Ancient Power. Going with that old strat. Oh, no. I've already doomed myself. Let's just go... Earthquake. And Ice Punch. Just get rid of that Chikorita. I don't want you messing up my plans with Marowak. I decided to call him Romero because Joker. He's the most famous Joker outside of the Walking Phoenix. We'll just use Hidden Power. I went with Hidden Power Dark here because, of course, Dark type is physical in this timeline. Now, this is going surprisingly well. It kind of boggles my mind just how good a lot of Kanto Pokemon still are in Gen 3. I mean, obviously, there's a fair bit of stipulation to that, especially in the case of Marowak. Considering Fit Club just made him, like, the most hard-hitting Pokemon in the entirety of Gen 2. I think that might also be the case here, but... who knows. Top class potential, skilled at enfeebling foes. I think this is where I get to afford to do the funny. I'm gonna do the funny. The Rising Star versus Payton. I trained from the egg up. Yeah, I generally still wish there was a better way to get good IV Pokemon in this game without me having to resort to outside help. Hey Voltorb, I heard you're pretty good at exploding. Guess what? Get a load of this. I mean, I suppose thinking about it, Rock Slide would probably also be pretty good here. It probably doesn't matter. The fight's already over. Good old Gargan. Always the champion in this... I'm pretty sure... Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Gengar's just like one of the top 5 Pokemon in the entirety of Gen 3, at least vanilla. Obviously, with the changes made to the Legacy format, I'm guessing that some aspects of that might change. Like, for instance, Houndoom's probably not as good because all its Dark-type moves are now physical. Tyranitar's probably be a lot better, but probably doesn't use mix sets all that much. Alright, next. Candidate to finish first. Whatever that means. Ready to start. Ready to start. I think generally speaking, just going in with Marowak and Gengar is probably just going to be my best chance at this. It's kind of weird, actually, in hindsight. I spent all this time just building up a this huge team of 6 when all I really needed to do was 3 of them. Because I was still expecting this to be 4v4, you understand. I could probably just go whole ham on this one, couldn't I? Just get rid of you with Thunderbolts. Honestly, this is kind of a weird dream-like thing for me, because I remember seeing all these different videos of Coliseum challenges back in the day, and seeing all these people using Gengar. Oh, what are you doing? Focus Band? You have cheated me, game. You have cheated me out of the victory. Joke's on you, I brought White Herb exactly for this type of situation. Oh no, Marowak, please. New Roman. Okay, we're fine. You know what? You know what? This is just gonna be my answer to everything throughout this whole thing. Honestly, I think I'm probably not going to go too much. Obviously, there are rewards for doing a lot of the extra stuff, like the contests and this and stuff, but I think for the sake of moving on to something else, I kind of feel compelled to, once I get all my sort of main Pokemon up to a good level, I'm probably just going to go off and try and catch what legendaries I can, because there's still, I think, a fair few I can get at this point. And then, you know, get Kyogre, Gordon, Rayquaza, do the champion, do the Elite Four again, do Steven, So I still got a fair bit of stuff in the tank, just reprioritizing what I want to do. A sure finalist team, using all water types. You know I gotta do it to them. You know I gotta do it to them. I don't even need to use Thunderbolt here. Honestly, stuff like this, I can kind of see why Explosion got nerfed in Gen 5, but it doesn't change the fact that I kind of miss the fact that Explosion was able to do this. I know that Mantine is mostly down for special defense, so I'm just gonna try this. I'm probably gonna regret it. But watch this! Let's see how you handle an explosion, Mantine. Or is it Mantine? I've also heard there's multiple pronunciations of Mantine. So I'm not entirely certain as to what to go with. Obviously there's Mantine in Pokemon Free, and then in the anime I've heard Mantine. I think I just went with Mantine because I thought it sounded better, but now I'm not so sure if that's the intended way. Yay, I did the championship. Yay, now I have to go back and, and look at that, a single battle point. Lucky me. Honestly, I think we might be just content with trying to go for a round in all of the various battle facilities. So we've done Factory. Too much of Factory, in my opinion. We've done Dome. Let's do Pike next. I always quite liked Pike, at least design-wise. It just seemed like the most... Guess I'm not very lucky today. I put off my back. Yep. It's just I remember seeing this in, like, screenshots in various Pokemon magazines before the game came out, and I was just like, wow! This looks super imposing. I can't wait to have a look at what that is, and, here we are. Good old Battle Pike. Where the luck of the trainers is put to the test. Yeah, we'll still do level 50. Do any of my Pokemon have Lumberries real quick? Choice Band, Pitaya Berry, White... Oh wait, Gyarados has a Lumberry, okay. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering whether to bring Metagross this time around. Sure, why not? Let's bring Metagross along for the ride. Let's have some fun. Also thinking with regards to other potential Gen 3 games I do at some point. You may be seeing these guys again, actually. Because of the magic of technology. Finding it difficult? Heard it be whispering on the right. I'm gonna go with the left path. Me personally, these particular Battle Pike sessions always seem like random chance to me, so I just always figured just pick a target and go. You know, I get away from this Milotic. Probably could if I was using Gengar, but it's kind of a shame you can't actually catch any of the Pokemon in here, because honestly there's a lot of good ones. Like, you also got Milotic, there's Dusclops. Gotta love Big Daddy Dusclops. There was a particular descriptor for Dusclops which I've heard previously, but I'm not certain I want to repeat it here. Who am I kidding? I've heard Dusclops referred to as a DILF before. And then I've also been called a DILF for myself, so... I guess me and Dusclops have some kind of kinship now. Path on the right, a trainer. You know what? Let's do some fighting. Let's do some fighting around the world. You adore your Pokemon, right? I mean, in theory, Local bunny man into snake mouth. Oh, wait, this is only singles, isn't it? Shoot. I miscalculated. Whatever. Have a bone. Have another bone. Of course, we got corefish. I always thought corefish sounded so funny in the anime. Just the pronunciation on fish. Honestly, I can't help but feel that I should use corefish / crawdons in a playthrough at some point, but I guess it's just oh hey, Torchic. It's just another victim of existing in the same game as Swampert. Because there's not really any reason to use any water type aside from Swampert. Probably thinking, actually, if I didn't pick up a Azumarill, maybe I would have gone with Crawdaunt. You do get it fairly early on. And it's generally quite tough, I think. It's a distant aroma of Pokemon. Let's go on the right path again. Ah. Perfect. I urge you to enjoy the... Arguably one of the least enjoyable challenges in the Battle Frontier. I mean, I say that the Battle Palace still exists. Let's go middle. Welcome. Here you will battle a somewhat tough trainer. I would rather run than bike. I mean, I can't exactly blame you. I always found the saddles to be quite uncomfortable. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much of that against that with New Roman. Oh wait, I have Gyarados. This should solve my problem right off the bat. Yes, get out of here. Oh, intimidate. Right. Get out of here. Hidden power flying. Kind of a shame, really, because in normal circumstances, it's like Gyarados' only good flying type move. I know it gets bounce here, but it seems more like a consolation prize, if anything. I'm gonna use a Leer on you, actually. Leer is here because it works good in double battles. Let's just figure it'll give me a better chance to one-shot you. Because I know what you're like, Chansey. All bulk with the physical defense of tinfoil. Like a single sheet of tinfoil. Goodbye. 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 And of course we end up... What are you gonna do, Vigoroth? I can't have a wonder. Have a Thunder Wave. I could probably just switch to, I could probably just switch to something else at this point, but I kind of just want to stay in and see what you can do. What are you going to do to me, Vigoroth? Apparently nothing. Alright. I've had enough of you, goodbye. I am going to run away. Yep, and restore to full health. Doing pretty good so far. Next. Off to the left. Let's go to the right. See what happens when we go to the right. Back here again. I'm kind of surprised we haven't come across any of those rooms which just imbue you with your team with a random status effect. And at the very least, Gyarados has a Lumberry, so it's not the worst thing. Oh, hey, Seviper. Yeah, I suppose it only makes sense that Seviper's here. Again, kind of a shame that you can't catch one of these. There we go. What is next? Might have been whispering. Let's go to the left this time. We haven't been to the left in a while. Ah, another tough trainer. Honestly, this hasn't been going so bad, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I do personally kind of prefer how this sort of endgame area challenge thing is handled in Cassette Beast, where it's more sort of a how far can you go and your progress is saved after a certain amount of rooms you proceed through. And it just gets progressively... I could have sworn I gave you Meteor Mash. Whatever, have a rock. Have a rock. I shall have to see to this once this is over. Yeah, I gave it hit. Yeah, it has hidden power rock. Just to sort of span out the moveset a little bit, because of course, whilst Rock Slide I believe has a similar amount of power, it's not as accurate. Haha, gotcha! There is no escaping me! And my bones! My bones are better than your bones. My bones turn your bones into dust. Hey, it's Porygon. I kind of forgotten actually to actually get that Porygon at the game corner, because of course, if you remember the last time, Porygon is now available for the traditional 9,999 coins. Wonderful. Alright, next. We've gone a fair bit, actually. So we can't... A wave of nostalgia. You know what? I'll go with your instinct. That's the last time I do that. Curly used Thunder Wave. Curly has a timid nature. It'll attack with warning if startled by another person. It's kind of weird. My God of Wars never did that. And yep, everybody except New Roman is now paralyzed, which isn't so bad in the case of Gyarados because it does have a Lumberry. But again, that's a... Oh, never mind. It's over. You seem to possess luck in abundance. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's have a look at somewhere else. So looking at what facility is next on the list, me wonders. I kind of want to save the Battle Tower for last. You're just like your mother. What happened to the mother? Could have sworn the Battle Dojo was around here somewhere. Let's see, Battle Tower is here. Here's the dojo, right underneath the palace, so I guess... You know, let's try the Battle Palace. Let's see what's up. Let's see what they've done to this. Let's see what they've done here. Welcome to the Battle Palace. Nah. Let's do doubles. I want to see... I don't expect this to go well. I just want to see how chaotic it gets. Because obviously I don't think anybody in their right mind would do Battle Palace doubles under normal circumstances. Let's actually have a look, see what makes sense to bring here in terms of moves. So, probably not anything with explosion. Which, admittedly, is most of the team, so... I'm actually thinking... Gengar... Gengar, Snorlax, and Metagross. Just so I have a little bit of insurance policy with all the earthquakes and explosions flying all over the place. I mean, I say that, but Gengar can also explode, so... Rather than trying to make a Pokemon do what it dislikes, try to let it do what it likes and is good at doing. Put yourself in a Pokemon's position and consider what moves it would like. So obviously, they probably wouldn't like using Explosion. We'll see how we do. Again, I don't expect this to go well. Let's see how we lose against a Pikachu and a Doduo. Good luck, everybody! Yeah! Of course, he just used Explosion right off the bat. That was exactly what I was expecting. And of course, Snorlax survives. Are you gonna explode as well, Snorlax? As if you do, Metagross can probably tank it. Alright, let's see what you can do against Venonat. Here you go, Snorlax. Okay, just return, that's fine. Yeah, I traded this over, so I probably need to do something about the friendship values as well. Another thing I forgot to do in preparation. Alright, let's just, a glint appears in Pinklet's eyes. Well, I got the attack boost off at the very least. Honestly, I'm kind of interested to see how far we can go now. I don't expect this to go well at all, but just... morbid curiosity fuels me. A Magnemite and a Venonat. Okay, let's see how we do against the baby Pokemon. Oh! Snorlax actually... I was gonna say taking the initiative, but never mind. Oh, quite savvy there. Ooh. The guys... I was gonna say they're playing smart, but then he just explodes anyway. Up, and of course I get a crit. Alright, I guess it's just one-on-one. Metagross versus whatever your third Pokemon is. I mean, I wasn't expecting an explosion-based team to really do well here, but I can't help but still find it funny. How badly this just went immediately. Alright, let's see how you do against the Voltoy. I really should have... I have no idea how I managed to get Metal Claw instead of Meteor Mash. Were you being serious? No. I was barely doing anything, I was just sitting by and watching. That's all this really is, just watching the chaos unfold. Okay, going all ground types, that seems like a fairly solid approach. Oh, you're actually using Ice Punch, Gengar. That's, you're actually taking initiative. I suppose there is some comfort in knowing that the Pokemon you're using also know type matchups. Yes! The teamwork is actually coming through. There goes Kabuto. And all this... I don't think Carbone is going to be really doing much. I say Carbone, that's... I think I already mentioned this before, just Carbone. That's what my my mom called Cubone at one point while we were playing the Pokemon version of Monopoly. Whilst on holiday on a rainy day. I mean, obviously it was Monopoly, so we weren't exactly having the most fun, but that's just the one thing that stuck out most of my mind. Just saying that you've come across an enemy trainer with a Carbone, and I was like, what's a Carbone? I'll just have a look at the card. Oh, you mean Cubone? For some reason, that's just stuck with me all this time. I don't actually remember who won the Monopoly, though, unfortunately. It probably wasn't me, because I was never all that good at Monopoly. And again, I never really enjoyed Monopoly. I'd be surprised if there was actually anyone who legitimately enjoyed Monopoly. And didn't just see it as a means of torturing friends and family for like 3 hours. Because that's how it usually feels. Teamwork makes the dream work. The method in my madness is showing through. Yeah, there goes Torchic. So it all comes down to you, Gengar. Are you going to use Explosion? Nope, Snorlax is prepared. Oh no, just going with Thunderbolt. It's kind of a surprise, really. Yeah, needless to say, this is going by a lot smoother than I presume vanilla Battle Palace would, because all the Pokemon actually get to attack. So I can mostly just sit by and watch the chaos unfold, rather than just get frustrated about all my Pokemon just sitting there not doing anything. It's nice. Oh, we actually have a Ghastly on call. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see... I was gonna say, let's see what this game makes of a Ghastly, but well, can't say I'm not surprised. Just thinking as well, I'm not entirely certain as to whether Snorlax actually has anything to... Did I give you anything to deal with ghost types? I didn't. Okay, so Snorlax is basically just helpless here. Alright, Metagross, come out and salvage this mess. I was actually thinking of putting Hidden Power Dark on Snorlax, because, of course, normally most setups would use Shadow Ball, but Shadow Ball, of course, here is a special move, so Snorlax would do less damage with it. And what always seemed weird to me is that Snorlax doesn't actually get Crunch in this game. Oh, well, I've lost. Metagross, you fool! What have you done? You've cost this match for us. I'm thinking maybe Starmie might be a good shot here. Yeah, I like myself when I don't seem surprised. Let's get out of here. Battle Dojo next. Hopefully that should go a little bit better. Oh, and there's Booster. I was wondering where Booster went. Didn't sleep for a week, but I put together the ultimate team. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it fares against mine. Also, on the referee's decision for using defensive moves. Okay. 1-1 judging, landing hits consistently on the opponent's Pokemon worked. So we get the interesting-looking battle arena. Those Pokemon have certain type disadvantages. Try to make your second Pokemon one. Alright, this is another one where there's no... Yeah, set KO tourney, so there's no doubles format here. I should probably take that into account when I try to do more of this. No, I don't want to cancel the challenge. So, obviously, kind of want to lead... Ooh. I kind of want to lead, actually, with Gengar, then Marowak, then Metagross. See how we deal with that. I'm not entirely certain how well Torter's going to hold up here, but I imagine with Bolt being coverage, we should be fine. Also, I like the fact that the room here is so much bigger than the room before makes it out to be. Wow. I didn't think we'd be getting to flirtation so early in the battle arena. You doing alright, buddy? Oh, Magnemite. The one Pokemon would have... Ugh. It would have been so much better for me to lead Marowak. Whatever. Marowak, get out of here. Oh, wait, I can't switch. That's right. Taunt? I'm gonna try a Taunt, because you're probably gonna do Thunder Wave. Yes! Now I'll show you how to, what a Thunderbolt really looks like. And Paralyze as well, sweet. Alright, doing alright so far, though that's not really saying much. I'm basically bullying the children here. With just level 50 Magnemites. Literally bringing baby Pokemon to the battlefront here, okay. Taunt again. I mean, obviously, you only have a set amount of turns before a decision is just... Oh. Well, I guess Gengar's out. Come on, Gengar. Can you... I suppose I was wishful thinking. Oh, and it's an order as well. Right. Gotcha again. Gotcha. Have a bone. Come on, Marowak. Throw the bone. Throw the bone. There you go, buddy. And lastly, you literally brought babies to the battle arena. What is wrong with you, sir? Have another bone. Goodbye for... I'm sure I'll run to you again eventually. Next. Second opponent. I know how to... I can only imagine just how many weird and entertaining phrases you can make using the phrase generator in this game. You only got a set amount of words you can use. Which I suppose is probably for the best. Alright, Magic Code, so Taunt would have probably been useless. I mean, I say that, it's useless to use Taunt now. That's the big thing. I'm kind of worried, actually, because technically I'm at a type disadvantage, even though it doesn't really look like it with Gengar doing so well. Oh, using Spring, are you? Okay. Okay, game. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can hit you, so... Guess I'm just gonna have to sit here and suffer. Alright, the winner! Skill... Yep. I still win. Next. Ah, Chinjo. I think I could just sack Gengar here. What's that about Pokemon being tools? Apparently, the whole thing about Pokemon being friends is meaningless in the world of competitive, so, kind of a shame there, isn't it? Wait, does Duskull get Levitate? That doesn't matter, I brought Hidden Power Dark. Get out of here, you. Get out of here. Antonio... Coco just flail about. Honestly, I'm not certain what I'm gonna find more amusing. The phrases here in the Battlefront here, or the prospect of going through all the names in Colosseum and Gale of Darkness. Poison powder is in our cotton. Wait, you spiked the cotton spore? You're gonna poison the populace, man! What are you doing? Oh, hello, fellow exploder. How are you doing today? Here, have a Thunderbolt as my greeting. I suppose Thunderbolt does make sense for a Joker-type character, just the whole hand buzzer thing. Oh, this is just set up perfectly for Gengar, isn't it? Just able to scythe through it with Thunderbolts. And in case, yep. I could probably just hit you with an ice punch. Never mind. How fortunate that I opted not to use explosion that round for that very reason. Fella's just here trying to spam protect to wait out the clock. Cotton Spore. You didn't even use Cotton Spore, man. Fourth opponent. The gourmet thing. What do you mean? What do you mean by gourmet? Are you just into, like, Costco hot dogs now? What? Oh, this would have been perfect for Marowak as well. Okay, I'll just do the best I can. Have a Thunderbolt. Oh, you're going that route, are you? You just became annoying real quick. Oh, wonderful. Just going for all the confusion stats by the looks of it. Come on, pull through, there you go. All you need you is to break out of that confusion, and then we can just sweep through this entire match. Against good old Grimer. It would be interesting to see what a Grimer would actually do here, but I guess, not much. Alright, so why am I not surprised? The Grimer is using Minimize. That's like the least surprising thing I've ever seen a Grimer do. The Rock Tomb is a new one. You're just gonna sit there. I'm supposed to be the one with all the speed control, man. What are you doing to me? I still win. So much for your minimized spam. Oh, and Beedrill. Yeah, it's just Thunderbolt. No reason not to, really. We are actually siphoning through these matches fairly quickly, I've noticed. Next. Only the 5th opponent, wow. Pretty sure these still go up to 7, though, so... I'm not entirely certain as to wherever I'm gonna do the Battle Pyramid, because that goes on for a little bit. More than a little bit, actually. And honestly, I could never really get behind the Battle Pyramid, in all honesty. Maybe it's just because I never really had a good team, but... something about the Battle Pyramid, man. It seems, like, super grueling. It'd be interesting to see how it's spruced up for Emerald Legacy, but I think that's gonna be on my own time. I think, it's high time that I... just consider putting this to rest. I wasn't sure as to whether I was going to go all the way as to trying to catch every single Pokemon in the game and getting the 100% reward, but I think it's high time we move on to something else. I'm starting to think maybe trying to go for 100% routes on a lot of these games isn't exactly going to be the most healthy, conducive thing for streaming. Because I know, I think Val especially mentioned the prospect of me streaming Xenoblade Chronicles, and the fact that if I were to 100%, that it would go on for years. So, may end up truncating that one a little bit. We'll see. Mostly just want to go for what's entertaining, to be brutally honest. And that's sort of why I haven't really considered really doing much in terms of streams where I try and just catch Pokemon, because that doesn't really seem all that interesting to me. Just thinking, there's so many Pokemon here I've never used. Like... The weird thing is that I do like stuff like Grand Ball, but it's been ages since I've used it. Centret, I mean, I guess technically there's Furry and Coliseum, which is supposedly kind of decent. Kind of. Maybe. And lastly here, seeing a lot of Chinchos. I think I'm gonna have to try and make an effort to just try and find new and interesting Pokemon to use in future playthroughs. Like, imagine if I were to go through a playthrough of, say, Crystal Legacy and actually using stuff like Lantern. It's like, Lantern's pretty good, but you don't really have any reason to use it because Feraligatr exists. And the Gyarados that you get normally from the Lake of Rage. Like, why would you use Lantern over Gyarados when it's so much easier to get? It's that sort of mentality, really. Just so many Pokemon which you don't really get much opportunity to use because by the time you get to them, there's already so many better options available. Pretty sure. Wait, you're not using Limber? What's wrong with you? But yeah, I was gonna say as well, it really just feeds back into one of the big overarching problems with Gen 3, especially with all the water types you can get. Like, you can get Gyarados, you can get Relicanth, you can get Chinchou, you can get Wailord, you can get maybe the exception would be Kyogre, but the point is, you got all these water types. But you have no reason to use them because Swampert exists. And Swampert is just so good. It just does everything you want and is arguably one of the best Pokemon. It's wild to me as well that Swampert is not only just the best Pokemon in the entirety of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It's generally one of the best Pokemon in competitive Gen 3 as well. And obviously, when it comes to Emerald Legacy here, I don't think much is, if anything, has actually been altered to Swampert, aside from changing up Muddy Water to also lower speed. But aside from that, just giving Swampert another nice little speed control option alongside Icy Wind. Swampert is just generally still as good as it always has been, but I'm kind of curious to see where it places now with all the other changes. Like, Gengar's better, Tyranitar's a lot better, Absol is better. I suppose Absol is probably not a good example, but Sceptile getting Fake Out and Extreme Speed. And Focus Energy procs on every single Leaf Blade it could potentially do. Generally just feels as though there's a lot more options. And that's good. I've already said that this is probably going to be my definitive way of playing Pokemon Emerald now, and I suppose that's the, that was the trick all along. I'm going to wrap this up with a few rounds of the Battle Tower. Apologies if we didn't get into any of the Frontier Brains, but honestly, considering how long a lot of these matches go on, I'd be surprised if we ever actually managed to do that. Especially considering a lot of the luck involved. Let's round this off with some more doubles. Yeah, just going level 50. Oh, finally, we get a 4v4. At long last, I get to finally do the 4v4 thing, and, I'm gonna go with, yeah, just go with that. That's fine. Alright, let's see how we do. I mean, obviously it's gonna go on a little bit longer than the other battles, but, we'll just see, how it goes. I mean, obviously you know how the Battle Tower is. This is basically the most vanilla battle facility here, practically unchanged from how it is in Ruby and Sapphire. So, I don't think I need to go over this too much. It's about what it... literally starting off with Magikarp and Tailo. I don't think this is going to be the most conducive to an interesting streaming experience, but, what must be done, must be done. Let's see what an Icy Wind does. I want to see if an Icy Wind actually KOs the Tailo. Obviously, I'm not expecting it for Magikarp. Must have just doing it for the speed control. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. Oh, you're using Fly as well. Oh, that's... I was going to say that's not good, but then again, it is a Tailo. Let's do a Leer, actually. You know, just in case I didn't think this Magikarp was dead enough. Of course, it doesn't affect Tailo. Yes, I knew that. Oh, it's Swinub. You little Swinub. Yeah, I think for this, I'm definitely gonna need to just go in with all the legendaries. I'm just thinking I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of this off stream, aren't I? And it's not the worst thing in the world, just that's a lot to do. And I still have honestly, I'd say we have about 2 more streams, maybe 1 more stream left of content that I want to get through. Second stream is probably just going to be me going through all the legendaries that I haven't picked up yet, which means I'm going to have to go for a fair bit of grinding in order to get up to the appropriate level. I think it's fine. Obviously, I'm pretty sure there's more gym leader rematches, but I think we've already gotten the gist, and they just get more competitive based sets. They get extra items, new strategies. I think they also get EV trained at some point. So that'll be interesting to see on my own time. But yeah, I think we're really coming up to the point where we're getting to where the streaming portion of Emerald Legacy ends and the personal stuff for me begins. I'm just thinking in terms of all the legendaries we still have to get, and there's still quite a meaty amount. Like we got, well, since every single Pokemon is available here, we have the legendary birds, the legendary beasts. We have Gordon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Deoxys. It is possible to get Mewtwo here, but you need all the silver symbols, so I don't think we're going to be getting those, at least on stream. And then Ho-Oh and Lugia, you need to get all the Master Rank contests, I think. And then I may as well just come out and say it. Just like in the other Legacy titles, the Pokédex completion reward is Mew. Which honestly just seems like the most appropriate thing. It's like this little thing that ties all the Legacy titles back together and really sort of links it all the way back to Origins, where it all ends after Red has successfully captured Mewtwo and is off on a new adventure to try and capture the elusive Mew. And it just ends there, and it's honestly quite fitting, because you never know as to whether Red's going to be able to catch Mew, and I'm probably thinking maybe a similar situation here, to be perfectly honest. Generally speaking, the prospect of capturing Mew is a lot easier in the other Legacy titles, mostly just because there's less Pokemon to worry about. Like I said, I am kind of definitely interested to see if we're ever going to get a Fire Red Legacy, because I feel in terms of Pokemon games, that was the one that really stuck with me. But honestly, I think given the time, I think I've messed around in here a fair bit. I think I messed around in here enough, and now I have a better idea as to where I want to take this particular series. I'll see you next time with the hunt for legendaries. But until then, thanks for bearing with me. Admittedly, this was a fair bit short notice, as I wasn't entirely certain as to what was left to do, and honestly, there is a fair bit less left to do than I was anticipating, so I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.